morning, you guys.
Things I noticed. How she practices piano on her thigh.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the video. I'm Melissa, I write books. I am 76,000 words into an adult thriller that was supposed to be 75,000 words, is now probably gonna be around 90K. I don't know. It's Tuesday. It is also my birthday. I'm not gonna talk about it all that much. If you were in my stream this morning, I maybe went a little overboard. Anyway, do I have like a receding hairline? I have not worn my hair in a bun in a minute. Maybe I need to stop wearing 87 headbands a day. Anyway. Take a shot every time Melissa wears a new headband in a video. Actually don't. I do not condone excessive drinking. Because it is that day, I am planning to go to like Barnes & Noble, maybe get a little cute dinner. I would like to write a little bit today. I'm not gonna go overboard, but I will likely do maybe a stair step again, like a 10, 15, 25, 15. Because I'm excited about where the book is going. I'm getting through it at a pace that I really like. But yeah, I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do tonight, but maybe I'll stand and like watch a show or something and do my puzzle. I don't know exactly what my plans are. It's not like I'm a 5th grader, like I don't need to have a whole big birthday celebration. I think my camera is coming today. You might be like, Liz, aren't you filming this on a camera? Have you noticed that there's a little like spot right there? My camera lens, I've had this camera for almost 2 years and I use it a lot, if you haven't noticed. I also use it for some contract work and it's like one of those where it's like a twist out lens and the like little parts that go in front of it are like broken. The camera still works. Obviously, I will still probably use this camera, but I did upgrade to a Sony that has a lens. It's actually the camera that Brielle uses. And I'm excited to have a lens. I gotta flip my grilled cheese. That's what's going on. Maybe I'll get up to the Dark Night of the Soul today. I could, I'm pretty close. I keep shifting where I'm saying the midpoint is in this book because I just wrote the midpoint like over the weekend, but I think this midpoint is actually like 70% of the way through the book, which is an issue and we're not gonna talk about it. This is not legal advice. This is just fun. This is just writing a book, finishing the book, slay. Okay, I'm double filming. This is the new camera. Ooh, this is the old camera. The tea is the lighting is better on this one. So, but they're both Sonys, they're both in intelligent auto. It's so interesting because they're both in program auto, but they're choosing different, is there like a cap or something on my ISO? Film. I have a haul for you. You're gonna think to yourself, Alyssa, why? Because, okay, a lot of it is Christmas things, which I didn't think I was shopping for Christmas, but I am. So, first up is Barnes & Noble. So the first thing I got is actually a book. It's called I Did Something Bad. It's giving Girl Boss Murderer, but what I thought was interesting is that it was in the romance section. So romance, thriller, cartoon cover. I was intrigued by the premise. Also, I'm looking for comps. So there we go. Then I got a puzzle, shocking. I like these ones that have very distinct different patterns because they're much easier to do. Puzzle. Then I got this little snow globe of books. It's a book Christmas tree snow globe. Listen, I think that's all I got. No. Look at this headband. Look at this headband! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Ready for the holidays. Ready for the holidays. Are you kidding? Let me put all that back. And then I went to Target just briefly. And I got this sweater. Just for the holiday parties. You have to be prepared. And then I got these little Christmas slippers. Listen. And this little Christmas pajama set. And some little hot chocolate, and a little whipped cream. Very good haul, very good all around. I got a little chocolate peppermint blizzard. Now I'm gonna go home and I think we're gonna write a little bit. Okay, we'll see. Hi, it's 5 p.m. so of course the sun is set. I had a point to starting this clip. I don't know what it was. I'm just reading a little bit and it's only 5, so I have plenty of time to do a little bit of writing if I want to. But I think I'm actually gonna like have a little cozy, relaxing little spa night. And then do some writing, or I might do the writing first. The wild thing is, I think I'm like almost done with the book. Mostly because I'm just like pretty much entirely skipping Act 2, Part 2. But that's not even true. I think I've talked your ear off about this 17 times. I'm not skipping Act 2, Part 2. I'm just greatly condensing it. Something happens in Act 2, Part 2 that I didn't realize was the catalyst for the whole climax ending of the book, but it is. And I'm in the middle of that right now. And so literally right from this scene that I'm in right now, it's going into the climax, which in itself, I've not really fleshed out the climax that greatly. And so I'm gonna take a little bit of a look at the 5-act finale and see if I want to, you know, follow that for this book. I think the 5-point finale, I can't remember the 5 points off the top of my head. I think it's like, gather the team, storm the castle, high tower surprise, get the team again. I don't remember, but I know there's like 5 little beats to it. And I'm not sure if I need a whole 5-act finale, honestly, for this draft, especially because it is so bare bones and like I don't want to overwrite something that's going to change later. I just want to get a version of this story out onto the page on a very basic level that's like, here is what happens, you know, and I don't need to go into like all these things, especially because I'm not quite sure exactly how everything ties together. Like I know the main twist, but I don't quite know. I feel like I don't know how smart it is for me to put these videos on the internet that are like, I don't know how the book ends. I'm just writing the book, but I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm skipping all these things and I'm not even writing the book. Like, I feel like if someone's like an industry professional looking at me and being like, girl, like, do you even write a book? So I do feel the need to clarify all these things that I'm skipping right now, I will do eventually. And before I bring any book into like a public sphere, like a query or even beta readers, everything makes sense. And I have gone back and made sure that all the twists work and make sure that all the plot points are in the right spot and make sure that there's payoff and tension and character building and all of these things make sense and work together and are complex and like give the reader what they need. But for the first draft, I just need to get it out of me, frankly. And so I think I'm actually very close to the end. To the point where, am I gonna finish the book today? Wouldn't that be a crazy plot twist? You guys, I'm tempted. Because let me just think about this. No. Maybe. Let me just try to count the scenes that are left. There's no way. Unless I wrote for 3 hours, then I probably could. Okay. I'm not gonna try to like go from like, oh, maybe I'll write 1 sentence to let's finish the whole book today. I don't know why I always do that. We're not doing that, but maybe we are. And typically I would not do this, but since I know the next thing I'm doing after finishing this book with this project is outlining it, it's okay to not super flesh out the ending because I know the ending's gonna change anyway, but I could get through it. Is this a bad writing attitude? No, I'm gonna say objectively, no, it's not a bad writing attitude. It's just, this is what NaNoWrimo November, whatever, first draft, this is what that's about for me. But it's not that way for everyone. Like I think some people do like to really take their time with the first draft and have it be so that they don't have to do as many drafts later. And I think had I not been where I am with all my projects right now, I think that that would be a way I would like to start doing my first drafts in the future, is having them really detailed, really thought out, like going back and editing as I'm writing them. If I ever write a first draft outside of November, I think I would do that. But because right now my main priority project is Gas Station, even though I've been writing this other book this whole month, the project that I'm focusing on spending my mental energy and time on, in terms of like making sure it's right and spending like quality time on like investing my creative energy in it, the main thing goes to gas station. And so this is gonna sound so bad, but like, so with Sunshine, I'm just like throwing things out the wall. I'm just getting a draft of this book out, and then I'm not thinking about all of the things that are wrong with this book right now. Like, I'm not thinking super critically about this book, because my critical thinking is reserved for gas station when I go back to it and like really make sure that that book is the best that it can be. And so there will be a time where that is the case for Project Sunshine, where I will look at everything and make sure all of the characters line up and all of the plot points line up. And that's not to say that what the first draft is right now is bad, because honestly, it's probably readable and decent. It's just not elevated to the level that I want it to be. And that's where I want it to be right now. It's kind of like a palate cleanser project to get my mind fully in a different story before going back to gas station. And one day it will be the priority project, maybe. And also, this book is already like 76,000 words. So it's like already at a length where it's long enough. It's fine. Like, I could just get to the end, you know? So I'm gonna stop doing all of these mental games and puzzles of trying to figure out like, is the way I'm doing it okay? Because I think Chris was saying this in a live stream, is like, everything is fixable. Like, everything can be fixed and improved later. And so I'm not beating myself up. I'm not going back and trying to rework chapters. I think it's okay if you do want to do that for your first draft, but that's not the kind of first drafter I am for this book. So yeah, we're just gonna power through. I'm gonna have a little cozy little spa night, and then maybe finish the book, maybe not. Maybe write 20,000 words, maybe write 1,000 words, maybe write no words. It's a mystery. Comment down below right now, which do you think I'm gonna do? You probably know from the title. Also, I did start a Ko-fi, which is basically like a platform that allows you to support the creators that you like, or just people, I guess. I guess you don't have to be a creator, but you can like buy me a coffee. So if you see those things in people's description that's like, want to buy me a coffee, it's like the equivalent. Obviously no pressure ever, but I know I like to support some creators that I follow by doing that. So I just thought, you know, might as well. Hi. So I've mapped out the rest of the book. I'm currently on chapter 31, and there's 39 chapters. And this is the first time I've ever said that with any confidence whatsoever. There's this part of me that wants to finish it today. 9 chapters is bananas. But I have done it before, but not starting at 7:30 p.m. Alyssa. Let me do a little bit of math here. Also, my voice is kind of going. Because here's the tea, is it would be kind of slay if I hate that I talk like that, but here we are. If I could finish this whole book now and then spend the rest of November like outlining it and analyzing it and making a plan, which I'll make a whole video about like what I do after draft 1. I could finish it tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after that, or the day after that. There's still so much time, but let's say it takes, let's do like 20-minute sprints. I should be able to do a chapter in 20 minutes because these are all super quick and I know what happens in them, so I can just like be intentional and start the timer and be like, here's 1,600 words, right? And that's how long the chapter needs to be, and just move on, you know? So let's do 7:35 to 7:55. We're already to the 8 o'clock hour for chapter 31. This is diabolical behavior. Why do I do this? Then 8 to 8:20, chapter 32. 15, chapter 34. There's no way, you guys. This is so bizarre. There's no way I'm gonna do this. 8, 11 to 11:20. So this is assuming that I can write a chapter in 20 minutes and that apparently I have the stamina to write for 3.5 hours out of my mouth. I know that sounds really graphic, but that's the truth of it. That's 9 chapters in one evening. There's no way. I might not even write one chapter. That's 9 sprints. I have not done 9 sprints in a row since the 20K day. And that took 8 hours. Let's do a good, better, best, shall we? Let's do for sure 3 20-minute sprints, which brings us to about 9 p.m. as our good. Let's have 6 20-minute sprints. Girl, 6 20-minute sprints? Girl, we are better. And then the 9 be best. Why do I do this? Other thing is that it might not take a full 20 minutes to do one chapter. It might, but it might not. Why are we pretending that there's any possible way I'm finishing this book? Never say never. Locking in. Okay, we're gonna get literally the best cue known to mankind. Sometimes the cue though is so good that I have to stop to sing. Never gonna be, but I hope you get it. Okay, I finished the chapter. I still have 3 minutes left of the sprint, but I'm just gonna cut the sprint early instead of trying to start a new one. And hopefully that just like expedites, but it's going pretty good. I got about 1,500 words in about 17 minutes. We're so back, baby. We're so back. The scenes it's flying. Defying gravity, one might say. Sorry if you're sick of hearing about Wicked, I frankly am too. But I'm feeling good about that chapter. I mean, obviously it's bad and will need 17 rewrites and like needs to be fleshed out to an inch of its life. But it gets the point across. Oh, and I'm excited about Greer's chapter. I think it might be a quick one. Should it be? No, but it will be. You might be thinking to yourself, Alyssa, why are you rushing so much? Because I just need to get through this story. I just need to get through this ending. It does not need to be pretty. The sentences do not need to be good. Nothing needs to be good. I just need to get it out of me so that I can make it better later. Anyway, stop judging me. Thank you. Goodbye. I know you're not anyway, but sometimes I think I'm judging me. And so that's why I'm thinking that you're going to judge me, but we're not judging. This is called creativity. And actually some of the sentences kind of a slay. Not going to lie. Kind of eating. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You didn't need to know that, but then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna do another 20 or however long it takes. Am I about to write 10 chapters? Who even knows? That was another chapter done. Greer's chapter this time. 1,400 words in 16 minutes. Chapters are exactly the length I want them to be. They're kind of slaying the game, but I'm in my element, everyone. Everything. This is all I want. Chapter 33, only 6 more to go. That's easy money. It's only 8:20. That kind of rhymed. Okay. All right, we're done with chapter 33. 1,600 words and 18 minutes. This book is so good. I'm obsessed. Okay, so it's 8:43. We are on track. So we've hit the good goal. Might I say we're gonna finish this bad boy? Like, I really think we are. I just can't explain, period. Sorry, that's me dictating. When I said the period, like when I say sentences, I have to say period, comma, quotation mark. And no, I can't explain this flow when I'm in the climactic scenes of the book. I think I've just written something like 4,000 words in the last hour. It's just nonstop dictation. The scene is right there, and this whole ending is like right in this whole event that I can write this like cash money, no problem, simple I mean, it's not simple, it's very but the thing is, it's the perfect storm because it's very emotional, it's very dramatic, there's lots of drama, there's lots of tension, there's lots of banter slash like criminal behavior. Not that banter and criminal behavior are even somewhat the same thing, but like a lot of like, not a villain speech, but a villain speech, you know? And that just like, I'm right there, the music is right there. It's super bare bones, of course, but it's going good. So I'm on 34 of 39. I think I'm gonna finish this book. And the plot, the plot makes sense. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay, I'm gonna get some water and then we're gonna be right back at it. Okay.
Hi, voiceover Alyssa here, because for some reason the audio stopped recording on the camera despite me making absolutely zero setting changes. I must have just bumped something. This is the new camera that I got, so I don't know, but you don't really miss much. I think I'm on chapter 34 at this point, and from here it essentially follows the same pattern where I get about 1,200 to 1,600 words per 20 minutes. And I initially said I had 39 chapters, but what ended up happening is I ended up skipping chapter 37 because it's a chapter that does not move the plot forward, and truly the only reason it was there was because the whole book has gone alternating POV chapters, and 37 is Elias's chapter, but it's really just like his reaction of what we learn in 36. And while it will definitely be in the final book, it's not something necessary to reach the end of the first draft. So I ended up skipping chapter 37, and then 38 and 39 was actually like a very similar situation where they're together. So neither of them need to like flip POVs to learn something new. And so I just had the ending happen just in Greer's. It ended up being 7 chapters rather than the initial 9. And I think I finished around 11. I think I talked a little bit, but I really don't remember what I was talking about. It was probably just like a continuation of this delusion. But the moral of the story is, when I calculated the final word count for this like 3-hour writing session, it was, take a moment, 11,000 words, which was shocking and appalling, which does make my total word count for the month around 87,000 words, I believe. But there's something weird with the math because that's not the final word count of my document, but I actually do not really care that much, period. See, okay, did you see how I was just dictating again with the period? It's like how I talk now, apparently. Anyway, my voice is totally gone. And, I'm really excited. Don't fear, this is not the end of the daily videos for the month of November. I will be finishing out the month with some plans for what I'm going to do with this book, how I approach a draft, and like what I do before setting a draft aside, and then also just some, I'm going to do a little bit of outlining if I have time. So yeah, there will still be videos for the rest of November. Don't you worry your silly little mind about that. Anyway, drop me a sunshine emoji because we finished the darn book, which is so wild. Do not try this at home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I will have more reflections and be all ishy-gushy probably in tomorrow's video. So thanks for being with me on this journey, and I will see you tomorrow.